Bob Chase. On the Green is brought to you by Jim Kelly Buick, by Anthony Auto Parts, and by Bobix. Here is your announcer, Bob Chase.
Welcome to this week's edition of On the Green. I'm Bob Chase, and today Arlington Park will be going after Canterbury. So Canterbury on, you might say, home ice in old hockey terms along the way. First of all, to my right, representing Arlington Park, right next to me is Steve Griebel and Gary Sykes. And over on the left, the Canterbury crew, Ed Karazi next to me, and of course Mike McAllister. So it ought to be a good one today, and we'll see if home course advantage has anything to do with it. And Steve, you call a shot.
Head.
It is a head, which means Arlington Park gets the tee, so let's get this one underway. Gentlemen, good luck. Okay, par 4, about 315 yards, dog leg left around the corner. Gary Sykes on the tee for Arlington Park, first to hit. It's a dandy, really coming back, drawing it back down just about mid-fairway, and it's going to kick farther left. Clears the corner very, very well, so Gary Sykes gets it in play. Steve Griebel, the other member of the Arlington Park team.
Okay.
And Steve, a little slice on that one, but way out as he'll clear the corner and have a real good look at the green. He'll be out in good shape to approach the green around the corner. Okay, Ed Karazi with Canterbury. Ed, one of the residents here. And Ed cranks off a high shot. It's going to be way out there. Again, it'll open up the corner very, very well. And he's wide open. He'll have a good look at the green. Mike McAllister, who is, of course, the manager of the course here at Canterbury. And here's Mike. And Mike drills one. He's going to clear it right down the middle of the fairway, and they'll open it up really good. His kicked a little bit right. It'll stay right side of the fairway, but everybody off the tee in good shape, everybody with a good look at the green. So let's move up for the second shots. First hole, this week's On the Green competition, Arlington Park and Canterbury Green. Steve Griebel with Arlington Park is first to hit, as Steve did clear by the tree, just in the shadow. He's got about 60 yards. Pin is cut way to the right side of the green. It's a long, narrow green. You've got to get it up. A little short, practically almost like a long pitch and run shot. He's got it up. Let's see if he's going to have the distance. He's going just about at the stick, and he holds it on the green. Nice shot. Fine shot for Steve Griebel. Mike McAllister next to hit. Mike, of course, with the Canterbury team and the course manager here at Canterbury. He's got about the same shot. He doesn't have any more green to work with, working into a little wind. And if the greens hold, he'll probably pitch it to the stick. Shot's up. Let's see where it's going. He's going to be way to the left and way long. Way long, as Mike McAllister. A little pumped up there, put too much on that one. Okay, Ed Karazi.
Okay, work now, right?
Ed's got about the same shot that Mike had. He's just about 10 feet closer. And again, into that wind. And knock it down pretty good if he gets it up at the stick. Okay. Ed's got to get this one fairly close. Somebody across the way with a siren on a golf cart let it fly just about the time Ed stepped up to address the golf ball. So Ed's going to try it again. He's got it up. Let's see where he's going with it. Ball really jumps up, and he holds on the green nicely. Holds on the green nicely. Really, he jumped on that one. Gary Sykes had actually the long knock in the crew, and Gary with a good look at the stick. And again, it's cut pretty far to the right and fairly close to the front. So there's very little room to play with. Okay, here's Gary. Gary representing Arlington Park. Gorgeous day at Canterbury today. Pumps this one up. Let's see, he's got it going pretty good toward the stick. And he holds it on the green, so 3 out of 4 on the green. So let's move up and putt him out and see if we have a leader at the end of one hole here on the green. Okay, Mike McCallum. Or McAllister, correction. Mike McAllister, who was long on his second shot. He's got a tough one coming back. He's got to thread the needle here. Get it up onto the green. Good-looking shot so far. Just about a perfect golf shot. Look at this one roll right down. A beautiful recovery shot from Mike McCallum. Leaves himself a couple of feet for the par putt. The other 3 contestants, of course, on the green in 2. So they will, of course, putt out in their order at this point. Arlington Park and Canterbury Green here today on the green. First hole. Bit of a gallery gathering. As you can see, a lot of the folks in our Easy-Go golf carts, which are provided here for the contestants and staff of On the Green. We appreciate the carts and also appreciate Easy-Go's participation in sponsoring our On the Green show, our 4th year. And of course, Sandpoint TV and Appliances making available a 13-inch color Zenith portable television set for anyone scoring a hole-in-one during the filming of the On the Green show. Here's Ed Karazi. Long birdie putt. Gives it a roll. Let's see if he's got enough. Nope. Ed's going to come up short about 1.5 feet. About 1.5 feet short. Okay, Gary Sykes for his birdie putt. He's got a fairly level run at the cup. Shouldn't be too much of a break. The cup's just sort of sitting in a little flat spot there. Gary, of course, with Arlington Park. Gives it a nice stroke. Here it comes to the hole, and in the hole for a birdie. Great stroke by Gary Sykes as he drills one. So that pretty well takes care of hole number 1, because there's only one other possibility of a bird on the hole, and that's by Gary's partner, of course, Steve Griebel. Jumping into a 1-hole lead as Gary Sykes with a super snake. Good putt.
Thank you. We've got 5 to go, though.
That's right. Let's hear a little bit about Arlington Park. Tell us about the course and about the development.
Arlington's an executive 9-hole course, and it's starting its 5th year, really, of operation now. Developing real good, and it's open to the public. And everyone's
what do you do when you're not golfing at Arlington?
Work at General Electric, materials manager in Fort Wayne.
And how did you get from the East Coast in here, with GE?
Yes, I did. GE transferred me about 15 years ago, and I've been in Fort Wayne 13 out of the last 15 and kind of call it home now.
I guess you do. How close to Boston did you live?
About 20 miles.
I like that down east accent, that Boston accent. Do you get a lot of chance to golf?
Yeah, as much as I can.
That's good. Well, you had enough chance to sink one putt. Still 5 to go. Good luck. Nice to have you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, as Arlington Park still holds the tee, of course, lead by a hole with just one hole played, and Gary Sykes on the tee. About 170 yards. Gets a nice shot away. He's staying just to the right of the stick. See if he's got the distance. He's going to kick up and roll on the green and end up just short of pin high and off to the right side with a good tee shot. Okay, Steve Griebel.
Okay, Gary's getting ready to hit now.
About 170 yards from tee to green. The pin cut just a little bit to left of center and somewhat toward the front edge as we see it from here. And another good one, up and moving.
Right down the middle.
And he drops this one front edge of the green and again leaves himself about 20 feet coming uphill to it. So Ed Karazi with the Canterbury team as Arlington Park puts 2 on the green. See what Ed's going to do with this one. As Arlington Park putting the push on here, leading after 1 hole. Ed gets his and he pulls it way left. And it hits the trap and rolls up the back edge of the trap. Ed is in the sand. So Mike McAllister with the load on his shoulder right now. He's got to get one tight. Got to get one tight. And Mike's got a good-looking shot coming right back toward the stick. See if he's going to be too long. Nope, he hits and just rolls up beyond the stick. Nice tee shot from Mike McAllister. So, Arlington Park on with a pair of shots. Canterbury on with 1. Let's move up for the putting and see how it goes with Arlington leading by a hole after 1. Had good distance on it. Just a little misdirection. Has to come out of the sand. Got a little room to work with it. Has to get it over that mound, though, so it'll roll down onto the green. Here it comes as Ed does not get it enough. He leaves it short. Mike McAllister, his partner, is on the green but above the hole. So Ed's going to have to hole this one out if he's looking for par. Okay, here it comes. Good-looking shot. Look at this one. Look at this one coming right toward the hole. It was breaking and just not quite enough distance. Fine approach for Ed Karazi. But Ed's laying 3 right there. Let's see who's away here now. Pretty hard to figure who's away. They're about even in terms of distance, so it'll be Mike McAllister who'll go first. He has the downhill putt. It'll be about straight in the hole. He's going to have to sink it or get it close as his team trails. Arlington Park with the lead. All right. Here's Mike McAllister. Gives it a chance. Here it comes down to the hole and just slides by on the top edge. Good stroke. Leaves himself about a foot coming back. So next to putt will be Steve Griebel. Steve with an uphill putt, up about the same distance as McAllister's. And he'll have about a straight in putt. If he puts a good stroke on it, it could go in the hole. Here it comes, rolling, 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 rolling online, and it just died about 6 inches short of the hole. So that's what he's looking at for a par putt. Steve's going to pop this one in the hole. I should say, Steve was going to pop it in the hole and give his partner, Gary Sykes, a good run at a possible birdie. Gary got the birdie on the last hole. Okay, here's the stroke, and he's going to end up considerably short this time. Considerably short. Has that left for his par. Mike McAllister will just have a short stroke to tie the hole. Not an easy putt on a golf course. This is about a foot, but it's for the tie right now. So here's Mike. In the hole. So the hole's tied, and after 2, Arlington Park still leads by 1. Let's move on to the tee. Okay, we have 2 holes complete. Arlington Park leads by a hole at this particular time, and Steve Griebel, the other member of the Arlington Park team. Steve, let's find out what you do other than golf.
I sell business forms for duplex products.
All right. Where's your home office?
We're in Sycamore, Illinois.
And you're the district man, or?
No, well, I'm one of the salesmen. I'm not the district man. That's Barry Harrison.
Okay. You do most of your golfing at Arlington?
Yes. In fact, probably 90% of it. My family's really into golfing. In fact, there are 5 of us total, 3 boys, my wife and I. And we're on the course as much as we get a chance to anyway. It's nice to be able to get home from work and head down to the course and hit it a few holes.
That's a great advantage to a housing development such as this and where you are to be.
It sure is. We're very proud of Arlington. Rollie Wolfcale, our golf professional, has done a tremendous job for us.
We understand what it's a par 31 9-hole.
That's right.
Be interesting. I've never played it. I'd like to try it sometime. I have to.
Glad to have you out. Glad to have you.
Okay, well, you've got a one hole lead here after 2, and trying to maintain it against the home forces. Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, fine. As Arlington Park maintains the tee, and of course Steve Griebel, who we just spoke with, will be teeing it up. We're looking at about 315 yards straight down the middle. Par 4 hole. The wind just about at the golfer's back. Anybody can hit it outright with a little draw could make the green today. And Steve gets a hold of that one. He's got a little slice on it. It's going to be moving. Let's see where it's going to move. Is it going to move and stay right and go to the trap? He hit it well. Gary Sykes. He could be just short of the trap. Okay. Here's Gary. He was setting up to hit the hook. He didn't quite get all of it, but he did get enough hook on it, so it rolled and rolled and rolled. Okay, Ed Karazi with the Canterbury crew. It's staying well to the right side of the tee. Ed nails it, but he gets it high, and it's staying left side. See if it's going to come back. He's going to be okay. Keeps it in bounds, but to the left side. Mike McAllister. Ed's been heavy left. He's been pulling about everything he's hit, and he's jumping on him. Here's Mike. He can hit the golf ball. Very flat swing. And he pulls his Left side, but he's got it coming back, playing the slice on it. Really nails it, puts it right down, probably 30 yards ahead of the green. So everybody has the ball in play. Moving up for the second shots, par 4, third hole. Arlington and Canterbury, with Arlington leading by a hole. Ed Karazi's away. He's got the green wide open. Just coming from the left side. Little pitch and run, the pin cut way to the back edge. He's got it up and moving it. If he kicks and runs, he's going to have a pretty good shot going here. He's still running on the green. Good looking shot for Ed Karazi. Long putt for a bird. Okay, Gary Sykes next to hit. It's Gary trying to hit a draw. He just didn't get it off the ground, but fortunately had enough hook on it. It ran and ran and ran. He's got to come in over the edge of the trap. Got to get it high. He gets it up, but he missed the shot. Is he going to stay short of the trap or not? He does. He kicks and stays short of the trap and rolls down right side. Okay, Mike McAllister. Again, kept his to the left side. As Mike's going to have a look-see. Ed is on the green. Steve Griebel kept his pretty well up the middle. Steve looking it over to make sure he's got room to drop it over the corner and see if he can't get it close to the stick. Arlington Park leading by virtue of a birdie on hole number 1 and a nice putt by Gary Sykes. Okay. A little delicate here. Steve's got to get it up and over and then try to hold it. The wind behind him is going to make it a little tough to hold. Got it up, and pretty good looking shot. He's going to be left of the stick, but he holds it on the green very safely. Nicely up there, Mike McAllister. Got a straight shot at it. Might be a pitch and run. Let's see what he's going to do. Green wide open for him. He's got it up. He pushed it a little bit right. Let's see if he's... No, he kicked off the edge of the trap and rolled right into the trap. So 2 on, 2 off. And this is getting interesting. So let's move up to putt him out and get the approach shots and see if any advantage is gained on this hole. Okay, Gary Sykes, who left his shot short and behind the trap. He's to come over the trap. Very little green to work with. He's going to have to hit short and hope he can run it over. Good looking control shot. Let's see what he does with it. Trying to get it to bite, but it was coming downhill and did not take. So Mike McAllister, his second shot, just miscalculated by about a foot, and it kicked off into the trap. Traps are a little hard here. Let's see what he does getting out of this one. Hurry. He did not get it out. So he's still looking at his fourth shot. He'd like to hold it out if he can, but he was right up on the lip of the trap and could not get it. So Mike, sitting up on the lip, had to move it over the top. And he's laying 4 right there. His partner, Ed Karazi, is laying 2. As is Steve Griebel. All right, here's Mike. Trying to move it over and see if he can hold it out, but he's sitting a bogey right there, so not in contention. All right, now we come to the birdie putts. Ed Karazi is away, lined his up. It'll be pretty well straight. It'll go to his right as it gets toward the hole. This one's for the bird. Ed Karazi at Canterbury. Fairly well straight. Has to keep it above the hole a little bit. And he keeps it below the hole, has the right weight on it, and it did break back a little bit, in fact. And this is the home course advantage, where the break looked like it was definitely going to be going from left to right. Ed played it below the hole, and it broke back from right to left. Steve Griebel for a birdie putt. Arlington Park already leading by a hole. Steve would like to get this one put a little farther out of reach. Here's the stroke coming toward the hole. Let's see if he's got it. No, it stayed outside. Almost jumped a little bit left as it went by the hole. He leaves himself a foot coming back. So the putts now are for par. As Gary Sykes from Arlington Park, who is away, this is for his par putt. Looking at about 15 feet. Gives it a ride. Here it comes, and he stayed just out to the left side, so he'll tap that in for a bogey 5. Now it's par putt time. Steve Griebel. To the hole, and he caught the corner of the hole, and it rolled on by as he gave it a little push. So, Ed Karazi with a chance here to get his team back to even. And he's sitting at about a foot away, and as I say, putts, regardless of size, are not easy. They are not easy. When the pressure's on a putt, funny things can happen at every level of the game. Here's Ed, taps it in the hole. So that puts Canterbury back to even with Arlington Park as we move into the 4th hole. Canterbury Green, and I'm sure for a while you weren't sure that a par putt was going to even that up, were you?
No, I wasn't sure at all. In fact, I was really surprised that the putt didn't go in.
Yeah, Steve just kind of caught the corner, but life is where you get it, and you grabbed it.
That's right.
Tell us a little bit about what you do and what your general occupation is here.
Well, generally I'm a teacher. I teach the mentally and physically handicapped students, and I work for the Fort Wayne Community Schools as an adaptive physical education specialist. And during the summertime, I work over at the State Hospital, and still again working with mentally and physically handicapped kids.
You get involved in the Olympics?
Yes, I do. Not as heavily as I used to, but I still try to work with the kids in the classes in order for them to do better at the Olympics.
Must get a great deal of satisfaction out of watching kids grow, huh?
Oh, yeah, it's great. I wouldn't do anything else.
You get a lot of satisfaction out of living here at Canterbury and enjoy your golf.
Beautiful. It's beautiful here,
Well,
yes.
you're back to even. You got a couple holes to go. See what's going to happen. This is home field advantage for you.
Well, yeah, I know, but you never know. It depends on what day it is, you know,
That's
so
right.
whether
And
the
what
ball's
shot
going
it
right.
is.
Correct.
Well, good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Okay, so Canterbury now has the tee. That's the first time they've had it since the flip of the coin. And this is that short hole. This makes them about 110 yards. Pin cut right to the front of the green, just to the left of center. Ed Karazi on the tee for Canterbury. Ed's got the shot up. He's coming nicely. If he's got the length, he's going to be very close. He is short, takes a big bounce, rolls right to the green, and just about pin high, a foot away. About a foot and a half from the pin. Ed used the whole golf course on that one. Mike McAllister, his partner from Canterbury. Mike with a little punch shot. He's got his going for the stick, too. See if he's going to be long enough. He's going to kick. He's going to kick. Heading for the hole, and he gets inside his partner. 2 super golf shots to get this started. So Mike leaves himself about a 6-footer as he rolled on by the sticks. Steve Griebel says, oh, my. Help. 2 super tee shots by the Canterbury crew. So Steve Griebel. Really finesse shots to this green. He's got his up. It's coming back. It's coming back. Let's see if he's got enough. As he's going to hit short and rolls on the green. He's about pin high, but he left himself about a 10-footer off to the left. All right, Gary Sykes with Arlington Park. First 3 on the green, some good tee shots. And let's see what he's going to do with this one. He put a little punch. He's coming pretty good shape. He also gets onto the green. 4 fantastic tee shots on this very, very tricky 4th hole in our On the Green show, and everybody's got a run at a birdie. It's getting interesting. Let's move up and watch him putt. Look at this. Steve Griebel is looking at about 10 feet, and he's away. They are really after it here now. This is for a bird. Steve with Arlington Park. Here comes the stroke. It's heading for the hole. He just slid over the top edge. Looked in and out. Fine stroke Steve put on it, too. It just did not move for him. All right, Mike McAllister. All downhill for him. Fairly straight again. Matched even. Here comes Mike for the birdie putt, and he rolls underneath it just by again. About the same distance that Steve Griebel missed his by, so Mike will tap it home. So each team now has the par. Now we're going for the birds. Gary Sykes, first to putt. Of course, Ed Karazi will have a little chance to go to school on the line here. He's almost in the identical line. So here's Gary Sykes from Arlington Park. He'd like to get the bird right here. Put the pressure on Ed. Here it comes to the hole, in the hole. So the birdie putt to Gary Sykes. So it's all up to Ed now. The match is even. needs the bird to keep it that way. Here it comes, and he stays topside just by, which again puts Arlington Park up by 1 hole. Super tee shots, the best we've had in any of the series we've done thus far. Let's move to the next tee, and we'll be talking with Mike McAllister. Mike McAllister, of course, representing Canterbury Green, also the manager of the Sand Trap and the Pro Shop. Mike, we were looking at about 4 birds on that last hole and only 1 cashed.
We should have had at least 2 there, but you know how it goes.
Right. That's the 4 best tee shots we've ever had in the series on this particular hole, and we've had a lot of people play it.
Yeah, they were all within 15 feet or so.
And the pin's in a tough cut, too, up front.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty tough to fly it in and stick it when it's right there. You got to pretty much bounce it up.
I would like to say on behalf of the On the Green staff that the hospitality and the cooperation shown us here between you and your group has just been so tremendous over the years that it makes it a lot of fun being able to do this series.
Well, thank you very much. We have a good time with it, too.
And you're hoping to still have a good time with it, and you've got 2 holes to go.
I hope so. We're going to try.
All right, good luck, Mike. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, Arlington Park on the tee as they lead it by a hole right now. Another possibility of a hole-in-one here. And, of course, that 13-inch portable color television set from Zenith and Sandpoint TV and Appliances. Steve Griebel on the tee for Arlington. Steve hits it high, and it's coming back toward the stick. It's looking good. It's looking good, but he may be short. He is not short. In fact, he's got a tremendous tee shot. The pin cut just about smack dab in the middle of the green. Okay, Gary Sykes, his partner, really took the pressure off there. Sykes tends to punch him a little more. He's going to stay to the left. He's going to just, I believe, no, he kicked far left right on into the trap. Really kicked left on him. All right, Ed Karazi, representing Canterbury Green. His team now trails by a hole with just 2 holes to go. And Arlington Park with 1 fine tee shot up near the stick. Pumps one. He's going to stay off to the right side, though, and he's not going to get back in time. He's going to hit that mound, and he's going to kick hard right and way off to the right side. So it's all up to Mike McAllister. He's got to get one on the green with a potential birdie putt. As Arlington Park, very, very threatening. And he missed his completely. McAllister missed his completely, and it's going to stay out to the left side. It's going to end up short of the trap. So he's going to have to pitch over the trap to the stick. Only 1 ball on the green, but that is very, very close to a birdie putt. So let's get up and see how we handle this one. Karazi is away with Canterbury because he took a real high kick and just moved it far right side. He's got a lot of green to work with here, though. If he can just get up to the fringe edge and let it roll down, he'll be all right. It's looking good now, but he may have a little too much on it. Here it comes. It did not bite, and it continues to roll right through the green and down off the other side. Okay. Now his partner, Mike McAllister. Mike's got an uphill run at it, but he has to fly the corner of the trap. able to stick it a little better. All right, here comes Mike's shot. Good-looking shot. Good-looking shot. Good-looking shot. As he leaves himself about 3 feet below the hole. That was a pressure shot. No doubt about it. All right, Gary Sykes is in the trap. He's got to come out of there. I think he may be waiting for a mark. I'm not sure. He's just under the lip of the trap. It's a tough, tough shot. Tough shot. He really comes out of there nicely. Comes rolling it down through. Nice recovery by Gary Sykes. Okay, Ed Karazi, who went right through the green, has this one coming back for his potential par. Of course, Steve Griebel sitting in a good birdie position right now. Ed's going to use the putter. I'd like to see this one hit the stick and go down for sure, as they need it. Here it comes as Ed Karazi strokes it. He says, hurry, and it just dies short of the hole. The line was perfect. Let's see who's away. I believe Gary Sykes is still away for Arlington. This, of course, is for his third shot, which would be for the par. Downhill, it's going to break from left to right on him. Not much. But it'll break pretty well near the hole. Here it comes. He cuts it right to the hole. It breaks, and in the hole. Nice par putt. As Gary Sykes has really been stroking that ball well. It broke right at the hole, about the way we figured it would. So he's got the par, which gives his partner, Steve Griebel, a chance to take a good run at the bird. He's looking at the break right now to see if he can handle the break. Of course, this putt drilled would eliminate Canterbury. It's not a gimme, though, folks. He's got a way to go for it. All right, Steve Griebel. Downhill. It's about a straight-in putt. Taking some time to line this one up. Here it comes. Rolling, 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 and just pulls up short of the hole, which will give Canterbury a little life. But Mike McAllister's got to sink this one to keep it alive. Three feet uphill to the hole. Arlington Park leading by one hole. And Mike McAllister, this is the putt he's got to make to keep this match alive. Okay, here it comes. He rolls it up in the hole. Just stopped and then jumped in. As Mike just kind of shakes the knees, and we still have Canterbury alive. One hole still to go, and everything's on the line for this one. So let's tee him up. Park on the tee. Steve Griebel. This team leads by one. This is the final hole. He nails one. He's got it going, but he may be short. He's yelling, get, get. And he may have caught the near trap. He may have caught the near trap. So Gary Sykes, right now looking at probably a 5-wood. About 215 yards. All carry. And Sykes nails it. He's got it coming back. He's got a good-looking shot if he's got the distance. Has he got the distance? He has. In fact, he has too much distance as he rolls just over the back edge.
Nice ball.
So the Canterbury crew, with their backs to the wall, they've got to make it count here if they intend to come back into this match. Nobody on the green. Ed Karazi is first to hit as Canterbury trails by a hole. They've got to be on the green and get down in one less stroke. And Ed Karazi just tips off a dandy, but he's staying wide right side. How far right? Takes a big kick and continues to roll, and he's rolling way up behind the green. So interesting. Mike McAllister on the tee. Wind just about behind him. Mike gets it up, and again he pushes right side. It's staying high, though. He may not run as far as Karazi did. He is running. Nobody is on the green. It's wide open as we move up for the approach shots. Final hole. Arlington Park leading by 1 hole. So this is going to be a dandy. Ed Karazi is away with the Canterbury crew. He's got a stiff shot here. The pin is cut fairly near the right side. He's got to get it up on that mound. He's got to keep it above the stick, and he's got to let it roll through the fringe and hope it stops close to the pin. That's all he has to do. That's a tall order. Here comes the shot. Tried to pitch it. He didn't get a good piece of it. Left it short. All right, here's Mike McAllister. Mike's got a little better look at it, but he's got about the same type of a situation. He's got to get it close. Stay above the pin because it's going to break down on him. Here comes a shot. Good-looking shot from here. Let's see what it's going to do. Good-looking golf shot. Rolls around the pin and stays just above it. He's got a par possibility right there. Okay, Steve Griebel in the trap. He's got to get out. Let's see what he does with it. He'd like to get inside that shot of Mike's. He gets it up, and he missed it. Rolled it around right by the other camera truck, in fact. His partner, Gary Sykes, hit a super tee shot, but this green is almost impossible to hold. You just can't get the ball high enough, long enough to make it drop on the green and hold. You almost have to be a little short. Okay, Gary's got to come up over the top. It's all downhill. He's going to try to hold it if he can. And his partner is in a bit of trouble, so he has to control this shot. He rolls it downhill. He's got a fine shot coming. Beautiful shot. Well executed by Gary Sykes of Arlington Park. It would appear he may be inside Mike McAllister at the same time. All right, here's Ed Karazi. He rolls it down toward the stick, goes right on by and leaves it way long down below the hole. Okay, Steve Griebel with Arlington Park, his second shot. Out of the trap, squirted up over the top of the hole. It's all downhill. It'll run. Delicate shot. Here he comes with it. Gives it a fine start. Look at it come. Look at it come. Coming. Leaves himself about a foot. Nice touch. But that's for the par 3 right there. So, the putting contest is on. And at any point in time now, it would appear that Arlington Park has this one tucked away. They lead by a hole. They're closest to the pin on their approach shots. And Mike McAllister has this putt to make. But even by making the putt, and if Arlington Park bogeys the hole, although they would tie, the closest to the pin on the approach shot would break the tie. McAllister's putt rolls in the hole. And again, Mike not wasting one revolution as it just sort of crawls in over the edge of the hole. Okay, this is Steve Griebel. He has putted well here today. Here comes his ball to the hole, and he just took off and rolled to the side. So all he has is his tap in for the bogey four, but nevertheless, because of being close to the hole on their second shots. Okay, Steve Griebel knocks it in the hole. So the match concludes, and we'll talk to the golfers here on the green in just a moment. By virtue of the tiebreaker coming through with a victory here, and it was close all the way as they're working hard to kind of keep it going. And the last couple of holes, Mike McAllister with some sneaky putts, but a little too late, Mike. Eh?
Both those putts scared me half to death. They took a look at me before they dropped in the hole.
They sure did. Ed, close, but again, you got a trophy, though.
Yeah, how about that?
We appreciate you being here, and we again appreciate all the fine things that happened to us from you fine folks at Canterbury. Thank you very much for being a part of the show. And to the victors, of course, they get into the next round at this point. Steve, came through when you had to?
Well, I had a heck of a partner. Gary carried us all the way here today. I think I was getting a little heavy for a while, but he managed to pull us through, making some fine shots for us.
Gary, you really had that putter working.
Yeah, hope we can keep it for the next round and see what happens.
We'll take it home and keep it warm, huh?
Thank you.
Okay, the victor's Arlington Park, and that's our story on the green for today. My name's Bob Chase. Thanks for looking in. Golf good this week, and be back and watch us again next week on the green.
Today's On the Green was brought to you by Anthony Motor Parts, by Bobix, and by Jim Kelly Buick. Trophies were provided by Mark IV Sales. The television set for any hole-in-one is provided by Sandpoint TV. This is a Pictrix sports presentation.